Oh, hey, Science Mustangs. Professor Paul here. Good to see you. It's week 6, and this week we're going to be starting on the human skeleton. I just finished read the skeleton up. If you don't get that reference, ask someone in your household who's over 50. They'll get it. Anyway, this week we start on the human body, and we're going to start with the skeletal system, and we'll be building our own skeletons. Even be sending out kits to those of you at home who don't have your own, you don't have your own skeleton kit. I'll be sending one to you with a little glue or tape, and you'll need scissors and stuff in order to assemble them and label them up. Anyway, that's our project for this week, for week 6, and we'll start. There'll be plenty of time to get it done. It'll probably even go into week 7 for those of you who need a little extra time in order to assemble your skeleton. Anyway, that's for this week, for week 6, and we'll be talking about our assignments here just after this. Okay, before we get started, let's do a little recap.
Unicellular organisms are the simplest forms of life. They're also known as protists, and we know that they are cell forms called prokaryotes. Next thing was cell theory. All living matter is made up of one or more cells. The cell is the structural and functional unit of life, and all cells come from pre-existing cells. So next we learned about the organization of living organisms. We know that the cell is the basic unit of life, but cells make up tissues, and tissues are formed from cells that do similar things. Next we have organs. Organs are made up of tissue that work together. And then the organs form together to form organ systems, which involve a number of organs working together, like the circulatory system and blood vessels. Finally, we talked about the animal cell and the plant cell. The animal cell we know has several different organelles, the Golgi apparatus, the ribosomes, endoplasmic reticulum, mitochondria, etc. Plant cells have many of those same organelles. We still have the nucleus and the mitochondria and the ribosomes and the endoplasmic reticulum, both the rough and the smooth. But plant cells have 2 unique organelles that do not exist in animal cells, chloroplasts and the cell wall. And it's this last one that we want to talk a little bit more about.
The cell wall gives the plant structure, shape, and support. Like in a tree, the branches and trunk give it shape and support, and it supports the whole tree. Even flowers have a shape and a support structure, even though it's more flexible, and even the leaves are more flexible. It still has a shape and a support system that allows it to grow upward and outward. Grass also has shape and support that allows it to grow up.
Animal cells don't have a cell wall. Therefore, we need something else for support and structure. We have a skeleton. Skeleton gives animals support and structure, and that's what we're going to learn about this week.
That's a lot, right? Okay, so this week you have only 2 assignments. One of them is a project. The project is is assembling a skeleton. The kits are all available for you here at school. And those of you who are coming to classes at least once a day this week, or will receive them in class, and you'll have about a week to finish them. If you're not coming to school to do in-person learning, then you will be able to pick up a kit from the office sometime this week. You should pick it up hopefully before Friday. Like I said, I'd like to get them all back by a week from Friday so that they can all be done. And this counts as a project and a test grade. So bear that in mind. Your skeleton will look like red, and it will also look a lot like these.
You will need to supply your own scissors and tape or glue in order to construct your skeleton, but that should be easy enough to find. Anyway, these are what the skeletons will look like, something like these guys. Okay, the second assignment you have this week, and possibly the one you want to do first, is a Google Doc that you will find on the web page, on the week 6 page. If you scroll down below my video, you'll see there's a box there that says Google System Notes Google Doc, or Skeletal System Notes Google Doc. And that's where you'll go, and you'll see it's fill in the blank notes, and you'll go down to fill in the blanks. You'll only go down to the box below it, and that will take you to another page that says Skeletal System Notes. That'll take you to GoFormative. Now, GoFormative is a new website. You haven't used it yet, but it's very similar to some of the other ones that you've used. It has a series of slides, and everything in the notes is given to you, and you'll see in blue, these are what you put in the fill in the blanks. And then you'll see there's questions as you go down. You'll have to answer those questions as you go through the notes and filling them in. And as you complete all those notes and answer all those questions, you'll submit that assignment, and that's what you'll be graded on. So that's the fill in the blank notes. So this Google Doc you will not turn into me. In this Google Doc, this assignment you will save to your Google Drive for future reference. And of course, the second assignment is the make a skeleton. So you'll fill in these blanks. You'll save this to your Google Drive. You'll be graded on the questions that you answer in GoFormative. And you'll probably want to do this assignment first because it's a little faster and easier to do. And then, of course, the second assignment, or the project assignment, which counts as a project, which is like a test grade, is the make a skeleton project. And for that, you will only need some scissors and glue or tape to assemble your skeleton. So those are the two assignments that you have this week. Try to get through them both. All right. So that should complete all the assignments for this week. So make sure you get your assignments done, and especially make sure you get your make a skeleton kit and finish that project by the end of next week. So that's the two assignments. That's all I've got for you. So this is Professor Paul signing off for the week.